Batong editor at iAfrican, and we're at the Deep Learning Indaba in the exhibition hall where all the sponsors are. Shout out to all the sponsors for making this possible. Deep Learning Indaba, yeah, it's come a long way, rather. And we're looking forward to many, many more. And your official news partner is iAfrican.com. Now, we just came out of a beautiful workshop presentation by Dr. Dina Machuve. She's sitting next to me, and I've got a really good questions for her because she talked about AI, animals, chicken diseases. And I mean, if you're based in South Africa, you would know. We currently, I think a couple of months ago in 2025, we had a beef problem. And the year before that, I think we also had a chicken problem. So chicken diseases, animal diseases are extremely essential. And I think it's an interesting area of the agriculture and what do you call it, biochemistry? Or what? What is that? Yeah, that space. Dr. Dina, how are you?
Security. I'm fine. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so much for joining.
Really
Dr. Dina, before we go into your talk, you are the co-founder and CTO of Dev Data Analytics.
Yes.
You're in academia, you're in entrepreneurship. What gap did you see? What gap were you trying to fill? What vacuum were you trying to occupy with Dev Data Analytics?
Yeah, thank you so much for that question and for having me at iAfrica. In research, which is normally done in academia, we normally end up getting research results. We're working towards addressing real-life challenges, but normally the research results end up at the university. So we have that gap of giving back to the community. How do we move these solutions from academic research results to reach the community with products, tangible products? And that's where Dev Data Analytics comes in. We're working towards developing end-to-end solutions that are data-driven to assist farmers manage their farms better. And the project that we're currently working on, chicken diseases management, we're working towards helping these farmers have these tools on their hands, responsibly manage their flock properly. That help them diagnose the signs of the diseases early before the disease outbreaks occur, and make decisions even of calling the vets or livestock officers to visit them when they see these signals of diseases.
Doctor, I visualize things. So I just want you to walk me through and go deeper on the value. So I'm a cattle farmer. I've got 600 herd of cattle. Walk me through the flow process. I come to you. What then happens? How do you provide that value? How do you, I don't know if you collect the data or how does it happen?
Okay. We normally collect the data from different farms in order to develop these models.
Okay.
And it takes time to develop the models and the end solution, which we normally decide. If you are a large-scale farmer, definitely you have a computer or even an iPad. So we'll definitely work towards developing a web application in your case.
Okay.
And when we work with smallholder farmers who normally don't even have computers, we work towards developing mobile applications for them to deploy on smartphones. And at times you even reach smallholder farmers who don't even have smartphones, but they have feature phones. So you work towards even providing poultry advice using SMS services to them, although we're working towards even having a voice solution on the same. That is work in progress. So we're working towards having AI products empower everybody on the chain, from large scale to small scale farmers with the benefits of AI. And we have started with the small scale farmers.
Doc, your talk was around chicken diseases. What about chickens? Why chicken diseases what insights can we draw from your you focusing on chicken? Why the chicken space? What is special, or what is worrying to you, or what have you observed within that chicken ecosystem?
Yeah, the main thing which really surprised me when we started working on chickens and which motivated me is the community. Majority of the smallholder chicken farmers are women
And this is in
and
Tanzania.
youth. Yes,
This is
in
in Tanzania.
Tanzania. Yeah, and mainly women and youth.
Uh-huh.
The men come in this space when it comes onto large scale.
Okay.
Starting off with like 4,000 chickens, and
Okay.
large scale is mainly male. But the ones in the small scale are mainly women and youth, which are really the underrepresented groups. And they're actually the majority in the ecosystem. Yes. The large scale farmers are quite few.
Okay. And now your detection of chicken diseases, what problem existed in Tanzania that made you focus on chicken diseases? Like I said, in South Africa, we had a similar chicken disease crisis that escalated the price of eggs in the South African market. What was going on in Tanzania that you were like, okay, let's focus on chicken diseases?
Yeah, thank you. As I said, I was at the university, Nelson Mandela African Institution of Science and Technology when this research work started.
Okay.
And normally the motto there was Academia for Society and Industry. What research solutions can you, what problems can you address in the society using the knowledge that you have? And when I visited around the vicinity, and my mentor then it told me about chickens, and he was a biologist. He's a biologist, Professor Maurice Agaba, and he really told me, "I'm a biologist, and you are you are in the computer technology domain. I think there is an opportunity of using the tech you have to address challenges in the life sciences domain." And then we started having this conversation, and he took me to the few farms where you really see the devastation that happens of farmers losing all their flock to diseases.
Okay.
Very depressing.
Wow.
So then that's when the conversation started, and the initial mentorship to understand the ecosystem. I wasn't keeping chickens at that time.
Okay.
But from that experience, I started keeping chickens to really understand what actually happens, what does a farmer go through. And I was new in that field. I did lose a whole flock to diseases. It's very depressing. So until you really put your feet on what the farmer goes through, you are really able to work towards providing this solution.
Doctor, I want to emphasize on the fact that subsistence farming is such an integral part of African societies, because a lot of us, whether it's your grandmother, whether it's your aunt, whether it's your father, we all have some sort of livestock back at home. And the most easiest, when I mean easiest, I mean in terms of size, are chickens.
And affordability.
And
too.
affordability of chickens. It's less expensive than, farming in cattle, in cows, and the like. So the importance of what you're doing is really, really important, because, for example, my grandmother has chickens.
Exactly.
At home, we've got chickens.
Definitely.
So this product or the service, who is it targeted at? Is it targeted at small scale? Is it targeted at big scale? And also walk around the business model. How do you price the service for small scale in comparison to large scale? How do you navigate that?
Yeah, thank you for the question. Chickens are everywhere. And
Definitely.
In Tanzania, the census in 2020 indicates that 83 million in total chickens. So it is really the most affordable source of protein.
Yeah.
Very true. So to really, we've started the work at small scale. So we are targeting the small-scale farmers, the ones at homestead, and up to 200 and 300 chickens, those farmers in that scale. So it is really small scale. And our goal is to really provide this service for free to these small-scale farmers. And so that's the business model we're looking onto.
Okay.
Providing this service for free for farmers to really improve their productivity and maintain a healthy flock. And we've been funded over the years.
Lovely.
Until now, we've been funded to make this happen, to realize this implementation. And we're really working towards engaging agro-vets and the large inputs companies to sustain this platform, because we have to pay for the hosting. Also, we need to collect more data sets to update the models to function better. So that's the business model that we have of having the community of agro inputs companies to pay for sustaining this platform. And in return, we'll have advertising of their products on our platform to the different farming community.
But doctor, here's the thing now. You know, small-scale farmers are very diverse, very rural. You do get urban, but a lot of us, it's from a rural background, right? And the levels of literacy might not be the same as, you know, academia like yourselves in urban centers. How has the adoption, how has the reception been by farmers? Are they understanding the value? Are they understanding the technology? Are they understanding how this thing can be used to mitigate these chicken diseases? Do they understand it?
It is a learning process for me as well, to bridge that knowledge gap between my team and the farmers.
Definitely.
It is really a learning process, but we have really worked with the vets to really synthesize these findings and the information that we communicate at the lowest level possible, like the names of the disease, and using the local language, in this case Kiswahili, on the application is one big step towards bridging this communication gap and really synthesizing these key machine learning findings to the smallholder farmers. And again, the detection is based on images, and you just mentioned the type of disease and the percent. So, and also working with the livestock officers has helped a lot, because so we are working even towards empowering more livestock officers on using the app and understanding the technology behind that. But what is normally communicated to the farmers are the basics of what that is a digital tool. It's going to help you manage your farm better, even in the absence of a livestock officer. And in case you really find severe signs, you are to call your respective livestock officer for more support. So it's a continuous learning process to develop simple literature to support the farmers, and even the chatbot is equally very much synthesized to simple language. The technology will communicate that to the livestock officers and veterinary, the authorities, as the one that we really communicate the underlying technology in developing the solution.
Doc, at the core of this solution is to maintain food security. That's the main thing.
Exactly.
We're combating chicken diseases to ensure food security at full scale, according to your projections.
Exactly.
What are the metrics? Like, when this solution is at full scale, what are the key metrics for success for you? What are the key metrics in terms of maybe egg production? Are you looking at, just walk me through those key metrics. What does success look like?
Okay, so initially, since we've just gone live with the application for for detecting diseases, the key metric so far is the number of downloads of the application.
Okay.
Although it is targeted that we don't we're not announcing the app very much on social media for people to download, but we are actually using the livestock officers in the field to visit their
Because
farms.
it's very niche.
It's
It's
really
very
that's
niche.
the niche,
Yeah.
so that even those number of downloads really reflects the farmers
The
who are
farmers
really
who are really using the tool.
poultry keepers.
okay.
That's the initial. But we're working on developing an app that will help the farmers manage for farm management properly, have their records, them maintain their records with us,
Yes.
and that's where we're going to have even those metrics on vaccinations, when were the flocks vaccinated, and they even track the kind of feeds they give them, and that will definitely be at a fee. Yeah.
Doc, we don't see a lot of females leading projects such as this. We don't see a lot of females starting AI companies. You know, it's complicated in the sense that, you know, on the continent we're still very new, and AI across the globe is still very new, and we're trying to still grapple with certain fundamentals. So, you know, there's still runway, but how do we get more Dr. Dinas? And when I mean Dr. Dinas, I mean females involved. You're in academia, you're in the entrepreneurship space. Are we seeing more uptake in terms of, you know, ladies, you know, creating startups? At the Indaba, when I look at the demographics, there's a lot of ladies on the research side. Definitely, that I think that we've got it covered. But on the entrepreneurship startup side, you know, I think if you can share insights on that, what is the landscape?
Yeah, that's a very true fact that there are few of us in that space. But it's all about taking risks.
Yeah, yeah.
And having entered this space, and it wasn't easy.
Yes.
It wasn't an easy transition. But you have to take the risk. And
Yes.
so far, I've no regrets on that transition, because I'm so much I have a great passion of practicing, not practicing what you research or what you teach. And I'd like to encourage more women into the space that I have role models. But of course, they're in the West, and but I really was inspired by them, and they gave me the confidence of venturing into this space. There are several I know, even in Tanzania, who are in this space, and we're very close, encouraging each other that we can make it. It's not a competition against men, but it's all about that we're given equal opportunity of training, of access even to funding. So let's walk the talk. And I was inspired by others who ventured into entrepreneurship before me. And I really see that it's possible.
Let's prepare them outside of appetite for risk. What should our young ladies, our women that are looking into venturing into, you know, AI businesses, let's prepare them. What should they be conscious of going into the space?
Perseverance. At times it really takes time and more efforts to really realize your product until it reaches the hands of customers. It is a process. So patience, perseverance, and also the community.
Community.
The community has played a very big role to where I am. Especially when I was on the transition process from academia to entrepreneurship. You know, you really need that confidence that this is the right thing to do. And who will I lean on when I'm on that space? And that's where the community played a very big role the Deep Learning Indaba community, the Data Science Africa community were really my pillars on the transition that we are here. We are here. So even if you are in the entrepreneurship space, community is still there for you. Working the talk with you, walking with you, holding your hand. And that has made a tremendous difference on me, because when you are transitioning from academia to entrepreneurship, you are going on to a different community altogether, different professionals, but the community that you had before that worked with you to build on the skills that currently have is still there with you. That made a very big difference and gave me the confidence to venture onto entrepreneurship. And that's really my message to the women out there, that never underestimate these communities that have made a very big difference in my professional life. Yeah.
Ladies, I hope you've noted that. Take out your pen and paper. 3 things: community, risk appetite, and perseverance. Understanding that things will take time, but eventually comes together. Dr. Dina, thank you so much.
Thank you so much for
This
having
is your
me.
first episode on iAfrican.com. She also told me behind the scenes, she's a subscriber, one of the biggest supporters of iAfrican.com in terms of watching and sharing and liking. So we appreciate her. And we're looking forward to coming to Tanzania, to come see your farms, to come see your farmers, to come see the solution.
Excellent.
As soon as we get that invite, we're out in Tanzania.
Excellent. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, dog.
All right.